That could be good. That could be good. We got some keys to do today. I have not been spending much time push ruin in a minute on my priest, and I really want to. Really want to. What's up, GM? How's it going, big dog? I was like really on the fence, like, what do I want to do today? And I was like, I really just want to fucking push keys. I was scheduling. Oh, nothing bad. I was scheduling some like shorts and stuff like that for the next couple days, and I caught a clip of some like really like close saves and things like that with healing these days, and I'm like, man, healing high keys is so much more fun than it is in Dragonflight and War Within. It's actually obscene. They need a bloodlust. Unfortunate. No, it's a great time to push the 3.4 Velvy. What you know, seasons last like give or take 6 months, right? And it was so frustrating, I think, in Dragonflight and the War Within, where they were trying to keep people interested, but it almost felt like artificial. You know, they'd like nerf shit, and they would like have a turbo boost, would kind of inflate your gear, all kinds of stuff like that, right? And now it feels like they actually have a more like clear runway, I guess you could say, for how we increase power over the season. So I dig it. Priest Mage back. Dude, they can bring back Mage, but holy shit, I can't believe I'm saying this, but they need to buff Mage defensives. It's fucking awful. I cannot stress enough how bad it is to heal mages. Those guys just fall over with a gentle breeze. A puff of air and they explode. Oh my god. I saw that, Rob. Yeah, we'll see what they do about it. Nice. Yo. I know, Batty. Pretty sure he's good. Leave. Only bad against Rot, and if it gets picked a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of things that do pick you this season, though. There are a lot of things that like do pick you. Yeah. So that I think is the other kicker. Ooh, did I craft something? I have an Artisans Consortium mail. We did. That's right. I crafted a cloak. Happy birthday to me. 286. Ice Block, Ice Cold heals, and Mage literally 0 self heals. Yep. You saw me? What up? Oh, did I just phase out? Was that you? Are you Mr. Korean Barbecue? Oh, we love Korean Barbecue. Hello. What up? This guy's the Bell Red Mount. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, whoopsie. I just closed out my chat window. Let me reopen that. Chat window. Yeah, man, what's going on? We're in a group for a seat 20. We're in a group for a nice little seat 20. Get us going today. There we go. Stats? Oh yeah, my stats are wild. I've got, without a flask, no flask on, I have 39% haste. Yeah, not much versatility. Maybe I'll get a little bit more for doing keys, but I gotta tell you, Priest feels like much tankier this expansion. It's not very tanky, but it's a lot better than it was before. Oh my goodness. We're like doing intermission, and I think healers also get targeted a lot less in the Lura intermission, to be fair. But also, I was like, damn, I'm like pretty safe. There's not much happening here. I'm just kind of chilling. You know, I just get to like leech a bunch of healing up, and then just wait for the Star Splinters to kind of target everybody at the end. But it's like definitely a far cry from like the last 2 expansions, where I feel like as a priest, the raid is like, I don't know, 3 times harder or something like that because your mobility's so bad and your defensives are so bad. This tier felt a lot easier to play on like multiple different levels. Yeah. Sorry, Paliprog. I blindly copied the top build, which turned out to be some cringe parse monkey expiation build with no lenience and no double pain sub. Oof. Come on, man. Just copy my builds. Just copy my builds. I tried so many different things for paladins. I tried like dot spread shit in the past. And I tried to like force it and spread everything around. It just was not worth it. 1 hour prog on Lura. They better nerf it by Tuesday. So far, this is the best raid tier since probably MC. It's a good one, man. It's a good one. The like Lura being really challenging definitely like saved it. I think it was like kind of perfect for my guild, but for like a world first perspective, it was like this kind of sucks, and like, oh my god, Lura's awesome. Yeah. I don't like the Paladins fight, but I think that fight's also just sort of like a vomit of mechanics and a vomit of like stuff going on. So it's whatever. It's whatever. Yeah.
Hope all is well, man.
Hey, doing well, Papa. Thank you for the 3 months. It's good, man. A couple days of gaming and everything before we're taking a little vacation for a week. I'm very excited. It's good timing, too, because then we have... I'm going to miss raid testing for that one boss raid in the 0.7 patch. But by the time I come back, then everything's like going to start heating up again. So it should be really hype. A little bit of time to chill, get a little vacation in, and then we return 0.7 patch into PTR for season 2. It's going to be coming up really quick. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed like the first week of PTR or something too. I love this like momentum that they're having for the expansion as well. I gotta do a day where we play like the decor duels and stuff like that. Maybe want to return. Yeah. Austere only Mistweaver right before we reach Paladins. We're kind of getting reps while we try to recruit another. Oof. Yeah, the roster boss is always a nightmare. We're actually getting like a lot of apps from guilds like falling apart, or a lot of people like wanting to like push higher. So it's actually really encouraging. It's really exciting. All right, we need a Bloodluster. And if we got like an Aug Evoker, this comp would be juiced. This comp would be so good. Three healing CDs on that first empowered Avenger shield into a Sacred Toll. Yeah, it's like, what do you do, right? Bring 3 priests? Yeah. Run rates here easy and everyone was pushed higher. I guess, but like Lura is still like decently difficult. I think one of the hardest things about Lura is like you just have to have like consistent awareness because of the cutters all over the place, and so many people don't have that. 12 more days. Yeah, that's fine. Like what's Hall of Fame levels at? How many guilds have killed Lura? Raid rankings. Hall of Fame. Oh, see. Midnight Falls defeated by 101 guilds. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's in my Discord, Puddin'. If you check the pins for the wholesome sub chat, it'll be there. Yeah. Only 100 guilds defeating Midnight. Well, I guess Bellaren's been killed by 400. I'll just pop it up. I'll show you. Show you what I'm looking at. Yeah. That's kind of wild. Yeah. Disc is fun in keys. I actually was really surprised. I was doing some research yesterday. Like, Disc has done the same level of keys as Holy Paladin. I think that's going to change going forward. I think we'll see. I don't know how much further Disc can push Aru, but I was really surprised by it. I think you have like 3 S-tier healers, though. It's like Druid, Monk, and Shaman as like the S-tier healers. Especially now that like Bear's getting into the mix for the meta. And then you're going to have like Pally, maybe Disc A-tier. I think Disc is probably more like B-tier. Alongside Prez and Holy Priest. Like, you can kind of push with it, but yeah. Actually, maybe Holy Priest C-tier, but yeah. Jump in difficulty between 16 and 17 is big. Yeah, it definitely is. It absolutely is. That's also around where I see a lot of people raging, Gustavo. It's like, people get to that increased difficulty level, they start getting one-shot by more stuff, or, you know, by like standing in bad, and then they like lose their minds. Like your mistakes, they get punished. They get really punished really quickly. Yep. High keys for just that mana issues? Yeah. There's like ways you can play around it to make it a little bit better, but your mana is just always going to be worse than most other healers. So some of the things you can do are when you take these dot spread talents, you want to use on trash pulls offensive penance. You want to penance enemies to spread around your dots all the time. And you basically always hit penance offensively as long as there's dots to spread. Like if you have all the dots on like 8 targets or whatever, then you can use it defensively, but that takes some time to do. So always be using offensive penance on trash, and then defensive on boss fights. You want to prefer, it's not 100% of the time, but maybe like 90% of the time, you cast your void shields off yourself because they're 30% stronger. And then you, if everyone's taking equal damage, you prefer to shadow mend other people other than yourself because binding heals will also heal you for that shadow mend value. So those are a couple of like general principles. Don't cast Powered Shield on cooldown all the time. You know, just use it if you have like a very specific reason to do it. Stuff like that is very important. What up, man? What's going on? Tell me your favorite things. Tell me your favorite things. Yeah, 17's Holy Priest can be really tough. Maybe even just like rip a Verse Flask so you have a bit of extra defensive value can always help. That's something I would always recommend doing. Ah, getting the walk in. Let's go, dude. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah, it's definitely annoying to be drinking all the time. If you can invite Aug Evokers, though, highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. Because Aug Evokers can have like that Wernstone, and then you can like sit there, drink, the entire group runs ahead, and then you just hit the Wernstone and you teleport to the Aug's location. It's a very easy way to make sure that you're getting back to the group after a quick drink. Helps a lot. Man, is Silver Moon not the best? Oh my goodness. True, and Source is a little bit of mana too. Yeah, it's more of a new problem, Sizzy. They like having some mana costs. They make shield cost quite a bit more mana than it used to. They thought it would be really fun and interactive for Disc Priest to care about mana. Large group spike damage more than anything. Normally always end up losing one person when that happens. What kind of like boss fights or situations? This is the Mythic Midnight Falls mount. This is the Ashes of Bellaren. Yeah. It's in the pins for my sub chat, Puddin. So in my Discord, it'll say like wholesome sub chat. If you just check at the top, there's like a pin icon. You just click on that, and it will be in the sketchy-looking link, basically. If you open up your Discord, it's in the integrations tab. And then it should have like a Twitch icon there. You can just connect everything together. Yeah, for me, it's normally folks being dumb and not kicking like anything. So all of a sudden I have the tank and 2 folks taking huge spike damage. Okay. Yeah, I mean, depending on like the situation, you know, having enough dot spread means you can like shadow mend more often, which is always nice. If you know that you might be taking more damage, you know, paint something yourself. But yeah, it always just kind of depends on what the situation is thrown at you. Oh, that's cool. The horse has a big has scars over both eyes. Intense. Intense. Fancy, fancy. Cat stuff. Crossbows. Wish I could just turn off the combat animation all the time. It's me IRL.
Safe journeys.
Still not.
Seems the spirit sent you.
Still not there. The wizard. Oh, that's kind of a cool hat. Does it really work with my horns? Hmm. Big dog. Oh, dude, we love the katana. We love the katana. I don't have a reason for it, but we love a katana. Left hand, right hand, nunchuck, size. Oh, this is from like the Ninja Turtle stuff. It's all back. Okay. Well, I'll just get another katana for fun. True, they are hats that don't make you bald. Big news. Yeah, I don't really want any of the furry stuff. I actually haven't been using Xbox. Yeah. I haven't really messed around with it. I know I'm gonna mess around with a lot of add-on stuff when season 2 starts getting ready. Wish we could invite you, Batty, but we need a bloodluster. Dude, I don't know what it is with Augs. I feel like they're really good this season, but I just never see them. Don't worry. Don't worry, guards. I'm cool. I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I haven't really spent much time in the Horde wing. Is there cool stuff over here? I feel like there is. On cards, I just want to hang. Yo, what up, Zoo? Trying to get a little C20 group off the ground here. I've got a Mizara 20. Let's put it over here. Mount special, I'll show you. Mount special. Wow. It's a nice bit of radiance going
From
on.
all over San Antonio, they trained at the
don't-
College of
I don't know what's
Healthcare
happening.
Professionals.
Stop.
CHCP was founded by doctors.
Please.
You'll learn the skills and technology
don't wanna
employers are
learn the
looking
skills and
for today.
technology.
Visit chcp.edu today for the career of your life.
Okay, it was Raider.io. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know. Raider.io never keeps me signed in. I even pay for their premium or whatever. All right, there we go. We saved it. Yep. Go to college, guys. Apparently. This is just hate Holy Pally, Holy Priest, and Resto Shaman. Seems that way. I heckin' love it when they make boss fights where you need to have a Mistweaver Monk. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. You know. What's up, John? Dude, stuff's heating up. Stuff's heating up in what do you call it? In Malazan Book 1. I finally get what's going on. I finally have an idea. They are, I think it's what, book 5, book 6 in the Goodroby Hills. Yeah. Shaman's good in keys. And raids, though, man, they hate that stuff. So, it's not my favorite version of discs. No, not even close. I love how Holy Priest plays, but the challenge is always like, there's the fun of like how a spec plays, and there's also like the fun of like it's powerful or not powerful, you know? So I feel like I really enjoy the gameplay of it for Holy Priest. I'm gonna start splitting up my sets now. Disc M plus. We are changing off that and getting that. The Goodroby Hills is the adjunct with the Talana Moss, and then they just started with having Crocus and the gang. Crocus, Croup, and all those boys, they just got to the Goodroby Hills as well. Yeah, so I found out about the Tyrant and what they're trying to do with the Tyrant. The Talana Moss had like a big lecture about how like the Barrow is there, but it's not there, but only he can do it because he's got a MacGuffin or something like that, and he's like special. Yeah. And basically the Empire is like fucking crazy, and they're like, let's unleash this Godzilla monster for fun. Yeah. Cast Void Shield on yourself. Does the extra 30% apply to everyone? I think it does. How did Clandon word it specifically? I think so. I know it does. It definitely does it on yourself. Yeah. Which, when you're having a 30% buff onto at least one of the 3 shields, is always really big. Especially because it also reflects the damage. Peak Disc was late Shadowlands. Want all the bloat and extra buttons. Let me think. Late Shadowlands. In raids, we went back to playing Venthyr, I think, in the Jailer tier. But you also spent most of that tier playing Holy Priest for Flash Conk. Like, I played Disc on... Oh, no, I played Kyrian on the... Oh, God, what is that fight called? The Tricksters. The Lords of Dread. Yeah, I played Kyrian on this fight because it had 2-minute ramp timers. And then I played Venthyr on the Jailer. I think I went back to Holy Priest for Anduin. I played Disc Kyrian for Halandris. Lehuvim. I don't fucking remember what I played on Lehuvim. But yeah, there was like... They were both kind of valuable. They were more like fight dependent, damage dependent. But that was mostly a Holy Priest season. I really loved playing Disc in BFA and Raid. Because then your smites just felt like they were so powerful. When you were in Nyalotha especially, if you could just plant and turret, you were juiced up on haste amps with the Expedient Corruption, you would just be doing so much damage and so much healing. That shit owned. We're probably never going back to another, like, smite spam era, though. Because as we saw in, like, Amirdrasil. This is a big smite spam era, and there's a lot of movement on the fights. Oh yeah. Hey, the time where Spirit Shell was the build? Yeah, that was in Castle Nathria. I mean, it was fun, man. It was really fun, but it was really canceled for everybody else. Disc has had a few different times, actually many times over the years, where if like they played properly, then nobody else could just like do healing or anything. It was very fun if you knew what you were doing as Disc. It was very, very fun. But not fun if you were not the Disc Priest. Yeah, if you were not the Disc Priest, it was not too good. I think Undermine was a lot of fun, though. I see 25 with Druids and Discs. No one else got to play healer. I still remember in Hellfire... No. It was Blackrock Foundry. It was Blackrock Foundry. That was like a double Holy Paladin tier. And I remember our Rested Druid complaining that, like, we sniped all the healing and it was our fault or something like that. And so we had a point where it was me and the other Holy Pally, Jeeth. He and I got told to, like, not heal the raid as much and just heal the tanks. And then we decided to do that, and, like, everybody started bleeding out and dying. And so we compromised, and I would heal the raid, and Jeeth would just heal the tanks. And we still lost people until just bleeding out and dying on Blast Furnace. Leviathan, thanks for the new sub, man. Enhanced for Blackrock Foundry, felt so good. Can't even tell you what our healers were. It was a good double Holy Pally tier. I remember that. I think it was like double Pally, Disc Druid, something like that. I was in like I think we were like outside of Hall of Fame. We were like just outside of Hall of Fame or something like that. Yeah. Yo. Wait, did I get lead or what happened to our tank? Shout out from Australia. Yo, what up, man? Watched you for a few years, took a break, came back, need all the new UI help I can get. I got you. I got you, bro. Thanks so much for the sub, man. What happened to our tank? What happened to our tank? Talents? Yeah. I put on hot dogs? Mustard. Yeah, mustard. I like onions and stuff too. Absolutely, Leviathan. Nah, I'm not really big on mayo. Relish, I can take it or leave it. 9 beers, 9 dogs, 9 innings. I'm down, dude. I'm down. Does it still count if you don't have the bread? I feel like the bread would probably slow me down. I think the bread would probably slow me down. Vorky and I are going to go to a, what is it, Rangers Astros game at the end of the month. So, I mean, we could try. Train fight with fire. No, you just raw dog and the glizzies, no bread. Bro, like, if you're trying to do 9 dogs, 9 beers, and 9 innings, you got to cut corners somewhere. You got to cut corners somewhere, bro. The bread does soak up the beer, but the beer is going to be like, it's going to be like nothing, right? It's baseball beer. It's going to be like Miller Lite or something like that. You're not even going to like, it's just water. I started playing WoW again. Leveling this disc is kind of fun. Yeah, let's go, Bella. No, it's just like 9 Miller Lights isn't really much. There's a very big difference between that and getting like a craft beer. Okay? And I think we all know that. And I think we all know that. Exactly. That is beer math, right? 9 Miller Lights is like 4 regular beers. Exactly. Yeah. You don't really get to like get real beer at baseball games. It's just, you know, Miller or Coors or whatever it is, you know? You see me toasted on 2/5 of Fireball. Oh my god. Man, I might drink once a month or something like that at this point. Maybe twice a month. But I feel like my tolerance is still good. I was thinking about running Bulwark, but I don't really want to drop Smite. I mean, Smite is kind of ass, but I don't want to drop Phantasm if I can help it. Bulwark's okay. Dodgers had their own beer they sold. I know that. Lots of Cutwater or canned cocktails and seltzers. Yeah, that's the dangerous part, right, Vorky, is if you start getting, like, some of the higher alcohol seltzers or something like that, that stuff will... And you don't really feel it because it's a nice hot day and you're hanging with the boys. You stand up, you're like, whoa. Whoa. I sold margaritas. They made all doubles. Can't get a single. That's a great policy. That's a perfect policy, honestly. Yeah. Nick Ultra for yard work? Of course. As you do. Like 35 bucks, I bet. That's fucking insane, man. I love seeing when like bad sports teams start making like really good deals on like food and beer and whatever it is. That's when you know they're like, shit, they're like really trying to get people to show up, you know? They're really trying to get people in. Getting up there, I only have 3 blackouts in me remaining. 1 is from my wedding, 2 is from my team wins a Stanley Cup, and the 3rd was up in the air, but it's a 999 if I ever go to a baseball game. You should. You just gotta get friends who are into baseball. Like, I'm not that into baseball, but baseball is one of the best games, or one of the best sports to just watch live, even if you are not really a big follower of it. Because everybody knows when something interesting happens. And then for the rest of the time, you're sitting there drinking 9 beers, or eating 9 hot dogs and going 9 innings, you know? Yeah. Banana ball's pretty cool, but I don't know, I like watching football. Praying on a dugout getting cleared, yeah. That's the thing. Live sports, you know, you're just with the people. It's with the people. It's with the crowd you go to. You know? It's the environment that you're surrounding yourself with. Kind of like golf, needs beer and good friends? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Bring your own riot. Don't wait for one. Cricket's fun to watch. This is the whole day. You can have chill fun with the mates and watch the game. There is this massive intensity. See, I still don't understand how cricket works. I saw them like hit the ball really, really far, and then everybody was like, "Aw," and I was like, "What? He hit it far? Like, isn't that good?" Yeah, we cleared the raid, and I got the mount. I got the big bird mount. Bam. Yeah. Football's boring. It's 5 minutes a game, 4 hours of commercials, which you can avoid with the Twitch Prime. Check to see if yours is available now, chat. So true, Doc. My man. Yeah, if you scroll down to the bottom of the video player, there's a subscribe button. And then at the very bottom of that page, you can see if you have a Twitch Prime sub. Never know. Yeah, this is the Mythic Mount. NFL stream when? Dude, I would love to, man. I would love to. I'll stream my guild's fantasy draft when fantasy football comes around again, all right? How about that?
Turns out I had one.
We love to see it, Vorky. Thank you for the 49 months, dude. Thank you, man. Yep. And this is how it starts. Raincoat when things are falling apart. Yo, Rob, thank you for the 5 gifted, man. To Cat Fact Bot. It's Rodal, Sproguy, Balauer, and Zelly. Couldn't find the Twitch Prime, my man. Thank you so much. Thank you, dude. All right, another talent check. Oh, wait. Sec. Wait. Timeout. Okay, good. What are we doing? What's going on? Can you shift and mount for us, Skip? He said K. Yeah, I'm all good. Oh, it's oh, rezone. Yee. I was wondering what was going on there. I was wondering what was going on there. Lol. Let's go, man. I hit the sidewalk, and this is how it starts. Ooh, that was a good snap out of my arm. You know what's sad with Warcraft logs? This guy. What's on your mind? Got my dominate. Let me get first round of ads for boss, then just help me with whatever I miss.
4,
On
3,
second, third
2,
waves.
1.
All right, let's ride. Roll 20. Roll 20 to get us started.
5, 4, 3.
I like uppies as a personal, honestly. You're gonna see me use it right here at the start. I'm gonna use it here because when these chains go out, you get to immune one for free. I probably could have held on to it a little bit. That's okay. But that's okay. Be a dish button. Hit that button. Clear it all out. Oh. There we go. Clear the room. Turning the lights out. Life got me so stressed out. Hey, I want to talk to you. Have a little Shadow Mend. Wonderful. Any other Shadow Mend proc? Oh, he's got a self-heal this time. Good to know, good to know. Bam. Oh, I need another one. Bam. I'm gonna give you a paint sup. Clear. Shadow Mend. Shadow Mend. Shadow Mend. Nice. Talk to me, I'll talk to you. Little void shield. Little clear. I'm gonna manually apply some shadow word panes. Waiting for it. I don't have that many Shadow Mends. Alright, now we're good. We gotta keep on healing our tank. Refresh these dots, refresh those. Dot spread. Target subjugator. PI. Watch the chains. Clear. Shadow Mend. Shadow Mend. Shadow Mend. How about another one? There we go. Another one sounds good. A little low on the mana, but that'll be alright. Shield ourselves. We clear. Let's do a little pain stuff there. All this stuff is basically over now. Oh, banger. Quick sip. Yo, Bluso. Howdy, howdy. Shadow Mend from a percent to a card system like the Void Shield. That'd be good. We need consistency. We need the consistency. Yeah, DR and P3. Illyria with the big ad and her close. Yeah, yeah. Hit me up after, troll. New PC? Nice! Where'd you get it from? Oh, dude, we full dodged. W. I did get a new PC from Zydax. I did. Where's it at? It's in the box. I've been taking care of some chores before I leave for vacation and have not unboxed it yet. I still need to. But we will soon. Never fear. Yeah, I got my pet. What's happening here? Hang on a minute. Go there. Here. Go get munched. Something changed. They changed the ad. Bro. Just get on in there. Go to daddy. There you go. He went to daddy. Let me hit this button. Okay. W. Alright, you are getting attacked. I'm mind controlling you. And you go in there. Okay? There you go. You get a re-up. Don't you worry, baby. Almost British. Control. Was I feeling myself? Never had control. Ready. I'm ready to let go. Get on in there, partner. There you go. Right in there. Here you go. They changed it, chat. Did you guys see this? So you mind control him, right? But he used to just walk automatically. But now you gotta walk it out. Okay, you got that? My man. So I'm waiting on my cooldown right now. Spring me up like I'm done. These thoughts, they weigh a ton. What's the deal? What's the use playing by your rules? This weight on my shoulders. There we go. Well, I'm glad I saw this today because I just recorded something last night about it. Yeah, everything got fixed, cows. Everything's way better. Yeah, when it like Rob said, yeah, when it runs into the boss, it doesn't do any damage. But now it looks like you gotta walk it in, so you need a little bit of control. So discipline's still very good in raids, yeah, Plit. Yep. I'm gonna have a video out next week talking about how to play disc in raids. It's still quite strong. Didn't you know I'm so obsessed with you? Come on, baby. There you go. This one is always the hardest. It's actually kind of wild. Oh, I shouldn't have. Tragic. I shielded myself too early. It's alright, though. If I'd done it perfectly, I would have shielded myself after the dot. And we would have been in paradise. Shield myself a little bit. Oh, no. There you go. You're fine. I'm getting a sip. Oh, yeah, that's actually why. I forgot about that. We're taking a bunch more damage because we're not having a warlock. Yeah, the no warlock vibe. Not my favorite. There you go. So usually we have a warlock that takes care of one of these ads that like pulses damage for kicks, but we don't have him now. So that means we have to deal with a damage natty. Shadowmend. How about another Shadowmend? Bam! I think Banish is the best crowd control for it because I think you could use other ones, but you'd be at high risk of breaking them because it's in the pack, you know? Raw dog of the damage like dogs in a baseball game. There really is no number of like this HPS is good, this is bad, or whatever in keys. The good HPS number is the one that keeps everybody alive. That's by far the biggest thing. If you're keeping everybody alive, you're doing your job. Ooh. All right, we got some good shields. All right, so I have a void shield on deck. Spelling myself. I'm trying to make sure my shield gets absorbed. Then I refresh, which is something I didn't do last time. Kind of bit us a bit, you know? So. Right, on the flip side, there is like, if you're doing over 100k, that's usually like a pretty high level of healing, depending on the key level you're doing, of course. And, you know, if you feel like you're kind of sending the bag and people are still dying, then there might be some other causes, you know. I know, it's a weird spot we're at. Yep, we're up. We'll roll over here, so I'm in an ideal spot. We are juiced on the Shadowmends. Let's go. Let's go. Stacks on deck. Yo, what a battle, Dazzer. Let's go, man. Hey, R-Dub. Mm-hmm. What do you think, 70%? Yeah. All right. Zil 13's working on the 14s. Nice, man. I think they're grabbing trash here and then pull back into the Warden, if I remember. Yeah, this is a no voice pug. This is a 0 voice pug. See how he gets the void collar there? Fuck, man, I'm mixing all my kids up. Oh. Let me try this one more time. You see, Boot, how he paralyzes that void collar, but he does it from a distance because the pull's not on top of them. That way, we don't have to worry about it getting broken. It is good to use para. It is good to use para or something like that on it, but you also have to make sure you don't break it because he's like pulsing. Yeah. Tell me, come back. Mm-hmm. Can we talk about the nerf to Atonement? It stinks, man. Off Atonement. Oh yeah, EHRPS is a tab you can click in the damage taken section. And the English version is who's squishy and who needs a lot of heals. It's a great tool. It's good for Holy Pally players to like Oh man, I should make a short about that too. If you're ever like, man, who should I beacon or who should I worry about or something like that, you know? That is the tool. Well, he is mighty safe. Yeah, I feel like that'd be a fun one. You're right, the answer is mostly mage, Fleur mage. You are correct. You are correct with that. Oh. Okay. Use penance offensively on trash, and then on boss fights, use it defensively. Is about the strategy that I usually do. Yeah. It's usually how I like to do it. Wow. Rip.
Only the strongest survive.
Oh, rip that. Oh gee, TNT. Yep. Yeah, I'm just doing like haste crit, but you often get a lot of like haste mastery pieces and stuff like that, so I think it's fine. I think most of your stats are actually pretty decently close together. Do 19? Or nah? Oh, Alba tank? Kind of a lot of things. Kind of a lot. Yeah, he just kind of got smacked really, really hard. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, for kind of a while now, stats have been like close enough together that if you're not playing the spec correctly, then like you don't have to worry. It's kind of like somebody asking like, oh, what's like the best protein powder, or like what's the best kind of creatine or something. And it like doesn't mean anything if you're not like working out and like working intensely, you know. Just get more stuff, follow the stat per IO, and then just like focus on your gameplay and push button good, and you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. You're on. Yeah, literally like right as I go into uppies. Ba-boom.
Five,
Yeah, it's kind of funny as well, Rob, how much
2, 1.
I heard people. It's almost like the Reddit, you know, you hear like the general people who are like, oh, like they're pruning so much of the game that like everyone's gonna be playing at the same level, and like it never really happened. Some people thought it would, but no, the world first raiders are still much, much better than us. Nice, I did it properly this time. W. Oh my god, Kuthrak got both of them. Dude, you got both of them there. That's crazy. I think dying the same pull in 18 is a particular mob makes that more dangerous other than the Riftwalkers. I think it might have been like cooldown management, because the pull before that is when he ripped his the pull before that is when he used his Fort Brew. And I also paint stepped on top of it. And then I ripped a a pain sup into our hunter as like big damage was going out. So I think it was like the lack of crowd control contributed to more damage, but also maybe just expecting damage to be higher. Or sorry, not expecting the damage to be as high as it was. Probably played a pretty big role. If I had to guess. Yeah. He's got 600 haste. Woof. How much do I have? 1700. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Speaking of player skill, I faded a smidge too early. It's all good. I mean, it's miles better too. Array with Trinket is gonna get from M+. You're gonna be doing a lot of Windrunner Spire. You want the Heart of Wind Trinket? The Ember Wing Trinket's pretty good too. But the Heart of Wind is the big one. Even though you don't do raids, I would highly recommend you learn the fights on Chimeras, because Mythic Chimeras not only drops your best trinket, but it's also a pretty easy fight. It's also a pretty easy fight. So probably like burn all your coin rolls first. Burn all your coin rolls first on Heart of Wind, get Heart of Wind, and then keep on doing Mythic Pugs. Where the fuck is this guy? Where's my Void? No way!
Wish you had lasted.
So I MC'd it, told it to go to boss, gripped it into the boss, and then it just refused. Sat under the boss until my CC broke and then detonated. What the fuck? Well, that's fun. That's fun. I did it on a 20? No problem whatsoever. Yeah, stat diff. Yeah. I wonder if he has, what if he has Brazil? He does have Brazil. Okay, cool. Nice, Gucci. Good stuff. But Void Weaver, Vassy? Yeah, I mean, they just keep on nerfing Atonement, man. Sucks. Sucks to see. Yeah. Reap. GG's. And they... I gotta look this up, Chad. I gotta look at this up. I gotta see what in the world happened. Let me make sure that I actually hit the button. Let me see this. Let me see this. I gotta understand it. Okay, hang on. I gotta see this. Pictures of girl are not for me. Where is he? Okay, so I hit the mind control. He's out there. All right, I see Johnny. He's out there. There's Johnny. Okay. And I'm like, bro, where's Johnny? And then here I click on it. I'm targeting it. I cast the grip button. Nothing happens. Johnny's still sitting out there. Or no, I target at the ground. I see. Johnny's still not getting in there, and then he expires. So actually, he expired out in Egypt. Let's see. I wonder if he is rooted. You might be right. Yeah, he expires and then goes boom. Let's see. It doesn't, like, he has this effect on him. I wonder if somebody, like, crowd controlled it on top of me. All right, so see, there's Johnny. There's Johnny, the void. I cast a mind control, and then he sits there forever. Yeah, he's just sitting right there. I don't think he got parried. No, I don't see a para on him, right? Something goes on the MC before it finishes? I don't think so. I'll check again. Let's see. All right, see? He's right up here. You guys are able to see properly? Okay, cool. See, I hit the button. So there's nothing on him. I don't think there was anything on him. I think he might have gotten, like, stopped by the rock or something weird. I don't know. Maybe I somehow put the pet on passive. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. What's about the MC thing on the Priest Discord? Because I watched the stream of yours last week. Saw the ads just go to the boss. Yeah, so it's different now. Shvek. Yep. I think we're getting invited to Chimeras, 3 M+, and 5 heroic kills. There's a lot of pugs that run it on Tuesdays. A lot of pugs running it on Tuesdays. Yeah. Tragic. What can ya do? What can you do? I ask you. Ooh, that would be cool. Platinator is the name, Tella, and it's in my Discord. Since they don't have like a Wago connection, it's in my Discord. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. CC, cry and blame Kalmazi. Yeah, true. It's all Kalmazi's fault. Do 10s and kill them, no CC? Jung. Come on now. Yeah, you want to see talents? Sure. You gonna let Kuthrak out IO you? I think like barrier's got like some decent value for sure. I don't think it's like bad or anything, but often I find that it's just a nice mix where I can use uppies as another personal cooldown. More so than I could use barrier as a personal, you know? So. Yeah, with pride. Uppies without atonement out is just laughable. Keep in mind, you do have a global you could hit before you go into the sky. There is a global. If you have like instant radiances from evangelism, check this out. You can hit uppies, and as you are about to finish the cast, you can hit an instant radiance. So watch my cast timer in the top right. Uppies, and then you spell Q an ability, and then you can cast the uppies, and then the radiance. It's pretty good. Dude, I would love it combative. That would be like Nirvana for me, man. Yeah, they're queuing up for a shaman. Queuing up for the shamans. Shamans. Blue man. I think you could also macro like Litany into it or something like that. I mean, that would work. I don't think it would be the best option, but I think it would work. Yeah. Alright, let me go to the bathroom real fast, and we'll see if we can get into another group. Maybe we'll play some Holy and stuff too. We shall see. One sec. Be right back. Alrighty. A magician. Last 19 I need is a seat, isn't it? Yeah. My Holy Priest setup, though, needs... Wow. Like any seat. 18 Nexus point. A lot of 19s. I got Litany on, and I've got my Gaze of the All-Seer. Yep. Oh, he has 19 Windrunner and Mizara. Okay. Screw it. I think we just sign up for all the seats we can. So we'll take a gander at what tanks are online. Zombie for you. How relevant is the boss DR damage amp and P3 amid the crown? So that's like when the boss is on top of those ads and everything, right? In phase 3. I think it's really nasty, but I feel like it's super easy to avoid, right? Just have the boss in the corner. Too much haste? No such thing. Content a few weeks on YouTube, brand new healer. Any advice on danders and recommended setup? I have videos and stuff on my YouTube which go over like how to set it up and everything. Yeah, if you're interested. Yeah. I've got a video specifically on like the aura designer, and I've got a video on like just general kind of setup and everything like that too. Depending on what you're looking for. Borpa lunch. See the buff? Usually you'll be able to look at the buff, and it should show it in the chart how many stacks you have. If you click on it specifically, then I think you should be able to pull up the chart and then be able to see like the total amount. I can do that as holy. Do that as disc and or holy. Yeah. Yo. Oh. I need a disease dispel. All right, let's do a nice little Pit of Sauron. Catch me today? No, I don't think so. Where do you, what's your score at? Yeah. $3,800? Okay. I could get a seat, man. I'll try today to get a seat, but we'll see. This dungeon is a mess. So, his question on a daily basis, but what's up with Holy versus Disc? Holy with a 6%, it's solid. It is solid. It's still, I think, outpaced by Disc. The absorbs just make it so much better to survive, you know? Survivability factor is incredible. Yep. Small Dan getting you into his 20 resills. Oh, there you go. I mean, like, it's basically like you're shooting yourself in the foot if you don't play off somebody else's resil keys. You know? I totally get where people are coming from, where it's like, oh, yeah, it's not fair, and, like, you know, it's about knowing people and blah, blah, blah. But, like, yeah, there's no prize for, like, there's no, like, prize for that shit, right?
5,
You play the game or you don't play the game.
2, 1.
You kind of you do your best to play the game or you don't.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's the thing. Like, if other people had access to that, they would 100% take advantage of it every single time. You know? Or they're lying. Dude, if Smoldam's playing during the day, I will blow him up, man. Trying to find people who are like, who are down to play WoW at noon on a weekday is tough. If there's some gamers around, I'm on board. I'm on board. I've just been kind of like taking the day as it comes, but I really should be more aggressive about trying to rustle people together, you know? Yep. Well, where's that Kalamazoo guy? I'm on my second attempt to play keys with Kalamazoo. Okay. He said he'd probably be around. He said he'd probably be around on Saturday. And I'm going on vacation on Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see. You can bring the Florida man to the swamp, but you can't make him get in, you know? I'm going to Spain. Going to Barcelona for a couple days, and then going to Ibiza afterwards. Very excited. Espana. Yeah. Should be very fun. Europe just got hit with a heat wave. Did it? Good. I like checked the weather last week or something, and it was like really cold. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty used to the heat. I assume it's gonna be pretty humid because it's like in the Mediterranean, right? Oh yeah, that's right. They don't have AC there, do they? They have not. They have not used the AC tech tree. I always forget about that. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. You'll be fine, don't worry. What happened? And the year before? Yeah, last summer I went to Rotterdam for TwitchCon EU. It was very fun. They had AC in the hotel. But also, you didn't really need it. So, it was pretty mild. It's quite mild. Play a wind at my altitude? Thanks. Maybe that's why I like windy places so much. An AC go to Greece? Was that a puddle? Yeah, damn. Puddles are getting us, man. Splatterfest out here. Didn't find my feet. Yep. Yeah, I've been to London before. I've been to Rotterdam, and now we're going to Spain. Yeah. It should be in that buff window, shadows. Yeah. It's not in the cooldown manager one. It's the one beside it. It's the one beside it. Oh man, I remember in my old apartment, the second summer got started, my AC died. It was very fun. I think it was actually like right as I got back from a World of First. So I was gone for like 2 weeks or something like that, and I came back and it was like 90 degrees and the AC just was fucking broken. I was like, oh great. Yeah. One second new room, there you go. Compressor exploded violently, shot gas out of metal in 4 places. Holy crap. Wow. Oh, thank goodness. That is a wonderful bubble. Dude, this guy loves me. This guy just loves me, doesn't he? And I get a free month of rent? I wish. I wish. No, they tried to charge me more rent, and then I went and moved to somewhere that gave me like 8 weeks free of rent. Turned out to be much better. Who got gripped? It was the Rhett. It's not tracked for disc, even though it is for Holy and Shadow. Ah, yeah. Blizzard efficiency. How's buying prospects looking? Well, we'll see if rates ever decide to go down. Prices have been going down a lot in Austin, which is great. But the rates have been not moving anywhere. This is the second group I've been in that's CC'd the wrong thing. It's crazy. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous how much like 1% has a huge impact on the cost of a home. So, yeah, we'll see what next year brings. But I feel like I'm headed towards a look at closing the deal next year kind of situation. Wait, decades and not see the insane lows that we did have? True. 100%. 100%. So I'm not really waiting so much for that, but just trying to see what the best deal that I can get. Because I care more about like getting like a good house in a good area for a good price kind of thing than I do about like a car, for example. You know. I guess he's okay. I don't know what he got hit by there. Dude, me too, Sanon. Me too, man. Now I'm gonna hit the him button. Get out of here. White bars above the party frames? That's the absorb bar. So anytime that somebody has a healing absorb on them, it just populates that bar. Yeah. Did we not? Oh, maybe I just went on the rat and anniversary and he just cleared it super fast. That's crazy. W. If I had to buy your house right now, I couldn't afford it. It's gone up 2.5 times what you paid. Yeah, it's insane, man. Did you move to the middle of Missouri? Oh yeah, like that's the thing. Is like if I really wanted a house, like just to have a house no matter what, like I could go out to like Georgetown, which is like small. Well, it's growing, but it's a smaller town outside of Austin, right? And I'm like, I could do that, but it's not the goal right now. Christy, thanks so much for the new sub. Yeah, you can set up the absorbs however you like. That's how I personally like to do it. And so I have it's called a floating bar, and I anchor it to every player's frame so that I can see if they have basically a shield over maximum health, you know? I mean, I'm not talking shit about Missouri. I just know that I already lived in the burbs. I already lived in the suburbs. Way out of town most of my life. I don't want to do that going forward. Oh, I guess I can't go back and get it. Tettlestown today did not see Tettles. I mean, so you were outside, you said Ultimatum, right? Doesn't surprise me that you didn't see him. He doesn't go out there. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? A whole boomkin. You're not saying? I thought about looking up at Leander, which I know people in your hood are doing. There actually are a lot of streamers that live in Leander. Yeah. There actually are. There actually are. But I think I'd want to be like near the city. I think I'd like to and like, yeah, I've been to a couple of their homes. Like they have nice homes and stuff like that. But it's like, I want to have a little bit of proximity to stuff, you know? If I can. Like I said, we'll see. You know, I'm sure I'm gonna hit a point where I'm like, I just want to get, you know, something and stop paying fucking rent. But I also just moved to this place recently, and I just really like the location. So, you know, it's just different for everybody. You gotta find what's gonna be good for you. Yeah, especially when you play disc, if they pull mobs in with the fight, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Not surprising, I know a pinstripe artist that lives there. Is that a euphemism for something? What does that mean? What's a pinstripe artist, chat? Literally? Yeah, I don't know what that means. I got no idea. I've heard of that word before, but I do not know what it means. The detailed lines and hot rods. Oh, okay. I thought it was some kind of like reference to something else. Okay. Yeah, always a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Ooh, the punch. Oh, the punches. Go get that one instead. I hit fade. So remember that fade, freedom, all that stuff works on these guys and their channels. They can always rechannel, of course, but if you remove it for yourself, especially at a moment like this, when the explosion goes out, it's very helpful. So, I've been pugging most of this season. I'm trying to get up to like Saturdays be a time to like have an organized group to push with. I'm trying to get like Shaw, Kalamazoo. We have Mana Brownie, Mana Banana. Mana Banana, I think is his name. He's pushing on a DK. We gotta get an AUG to fill us out though. Because then we could have Brewmaster, Priest, AUG, DK. And that would be a juicer comp. But yeah, I pugged 100% from 0 to 3,700. We're missing one. Missing one. I don't know where it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's far, I see. Zorth's on it. Oh, this must have been the one we died on, okay. Good comms. Good comms. So like the tank a couple times, I don't know, I'll go back and check in the VOD, but I think that he was still like chaining mobs together. I think that he was chaining mobs together. And I just like followed them and I couldn't, because that's what I had to do back there. Because he like chained part of the pull. Yeah. I look for you. All right. Whew. feel like that would have been a good tempo res, but it's always a tough decision because you need somebody else to help. Yeah, it was a big pull, but I feel like it's fairly standard as well. We do have to, like, up-tempo it, though. This is really tough. Alright, there we go. Whenever you start moving, your DPS just starts going way, way down. Right? Yeah. Yep. TNT. What can you do? What can you do? Yeah, like the chain pulls into the next pack really made it difficult to actually grab any of those prisoners. That really made it difficult. With a new phase. Oh, he should have a battle res? God, so true. So true. That would be nice. That would be nice. $19 do I need? Seat is my last 19. For the resilient. That's the last one I need. I have a 19, my Zara done, yeah. Just got your first 19 done as disc, catching up. Let's go, Endless. It's awesome, man. Shaman. I feel like I lose an invite over a Shaman more than any other healer right now. It's actually crazy. It's actually wild. Yo, how you doing, noob? Yeah. That's right. I know. I gotta work on some range jacket, I guess. I guess. Chami, you lose out the druids. He's got to pair up with like a ret pally. The rets always want to run with a shaman. I don't know if I missed that. Frishti, thanks so much for the new sub, man. Circle of life there, yeah, pretty much. Just wait until all the bears get geared, man. Once all the bears get geared, then you're gonna start losing invites to the Mistweavers. Did I play with Milkshake before? I think I have. Yeah, when I get back, I'm gonna need to do like a full day. I'm gonna need to do like a full day of Gear and the Boys. Yeah, I don't have Lust. Man. We hate being lust gated. Yeah, I feel like Bear and Disc would do really well together. I agree. Especially because it feels like they just have such a large health pool that you get like huge Shadowman value out of as well. Yep. I do need a Windrunner as Disc. I got it done actually. First is Holy, oddly enough. Alright. Yep. The rolling meta mid-season is kind of frustrating unless you just play for days. Oh yeah. But that's the thing with like a 6-month season. I think it's better, even though it can be frustrating if you like choose your character and you're like, all right, I'm gonna play this thing. It can definitely be very, very frustrating when the meta starts shifting underneath your feet. But at the same time, I also think it makes the season more interesting when it's not the exact same meta for 6 months. If it was the exact same meta for 6 months, I think people would get really bored. It's like the buff to DK goes down, it feels like a real boy in keys. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And the people that were playing like DPS DK, maybe they want to play tank a little bit on the side for some alt keys or keys of friends or something like that, and not feel like the class is just going to get like run over instantly, you know? And then it starts feeling a lot better. Yeah, I'm gonna need to put it to the test. When I get back and start working on like level the monk, level the druid, probably focus on the monk and just see how far I can take it in a week. Dude, they gotta do something with Prop Alley, man. They gotta do something with Prop Alley. They gotta do something with Vengeance Demon Hunter. I think those are my like least favorite tanks to heal. Yeah. Where's our Bloodluster? Well, there's our Bloodluster. Or keys 12, 14 or what, but the ones I get are Squish City. Yeah. I think Prop Alley, I've seen a bunch of different POVs and I just see them get annihilated. Yeah. Yeah. I think Holy Pally's good. I think Holy Pally will probably outpace Disc over the next couple weeks in keys. But I think the top 3 healers are just going to be like Druid, Shaman, and Monks. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I feel like you see like very obvious issues with tank balance, and I think like healer balance, even though like representation's obviously not perfect or anything like that, I feel like all healers can do 20s, you know? I don't know if every tank can do 20s. At least that consistently. Yeah, how many more buffs do you need, Ducks? How many more buffs do you need? What has it been, like 7 of them so far? Every other prop value of the season? Same. Same. No, everything. Oh, I thought they were gonna get humanity. All right. Well, shit. They asked me about mage, and I was like, yeah, I think it's fine. I guess I'll keep Shackle. We'll keep Shackle for the boss fight. I know you can't stand to see me. This feels phenomenal on Trash, yeah, but it's the boss fights, man. It's the boss fights, especially Lura. It's like Lura and honestly, I feel like it is just Lura. I don't know. Garfrost isn't even that bad. Just because you can pull some trash in on Garfrost too. Yeah. Nah, this is really good in raids. This is really good in raids. Here's my M+ build. Exclamation mark guides has all my talent builds and stuff like that. Hey, and some. Yeah, last boss Skyreach I think is also the tough one. Yeah, that and Lura I think are the two toughest fights for disc. Yeah. Yeah, the beams. I like that it's marked in advance who's gonna get targeted, but yeah, it deals so much damage. It actually just deals like absurd amounts of damage. Yo, Liffy, thank you for the 108 months. How we doing? I tried claiming me for the boss, moving out of the center on Lura. I told him it'd be nice if they'd hit a single orb with the lines. If only. If only. Oh, we got a feast too. W. Wife made pancakes? Let's go. W, man. The heck? There we go. Playing prop values like 15 minutes now. Yeah. It's been rough. It's been rough for them. They're on our avoid list. Our beware list. Here we go. This is what 19 Windrunner. Got our master spell ready for that first pull. Let's get it. Yo, Zorth, thank you for the raid, dude. Yo, welcome in, man. Yo, chat, if you guys haven't followed Zorthus, be sure to do so. Yeah, what can you do, man? It's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. Thanks so much for the raid, man. Any mini friends. Yeah, we've just been kind of bugging around doing some holy and diskies. Trying to see how far we can take it. Getting a little bit of coffee in. Oh yeah, I liked your tweet the other day talking about the random gearing for that next raid. But it feels like it's so much of like the feature is that they want to just keep people on that treadmill, so to speak, of gearing. It's gonna be really, really sad when people are getting pieces that... Oh, rip, that guy. It's gonna be really, really sad when people are stuck. And this key is gonna be rigged. Oh no. No, no, no. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We didn't even lust, actually, so yeah, we just lusted now. We're actually totally fine. We're so back. Oh no. Maybe. Hold on. I think we have one more round of dots. Maybe. All right, we're fine. I probably should have pushed for more of the random proc pre-pull, but I think we just had like a body pull, and things started kind of cascading from there. So just so late, yeah. So then you're trying to get like your bis right as the season starts, or as the new season's around the corner. I'm just making it spicy for the mage by not dispelling him. Yep. Bro, your haste? Yeah! Keep on getting the haste. Yep. Yeah, on trash pulls, you're always hitting penance offensively to spread around your Shadowward Pains. And then you just have near infinite amounts of Shadowmen procs. And advice on interrupts? I'm a healer. I leave that up to them. I don't know, as a healer, you just, try to get in, like, fear stuff whenever you can. I think these guys are, like, undead, aren't they? Yeah, so you can't even do anything here. I think the more that you're, like, aware for what mob needs to be interrupted, what mob you want to prio every pull. There's a lot of different add-ons, Platinator, Plater, that will allow you to, like, focus on a specific mob and be able to identify it as the big caster, And then that always kind of helps. You could like spam shackle some mobs. I have shackle right here, but I don't think it works on this guy, for example. So there's only like some mobs in here that you could really work off of. Like this cutthroat you could shackle, I guess. But it's also a long windup of a cast. Whoa! Whoa!
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Did he take a shot to the back? He took, I think, wow. He took a 600k poison blade back shot. Like that 2% buff onto Atonement? Not so much. Not so much. Yo, how you doing, Samantha? So many mages, even at 16s and whatnot, not know how to use Alter Time. It's an acquired skill, I think. It's an acquired skill. But I think that there's a lot of times where they didn't really have to like lean on it very much, and now they do. Because they just pruned so many defensives. Yeah. And that made it a lot harder. Absolutely wilted. Horrible time trying to pug your 16 Skyreach. I want to yeet my PC. Yeah, I can show you talents in a sec. Here you go. 3K in your survival last weekend, trying to go for 3-4, but too many BMs. Yeah. I did actually have some good experiences with survival, though. I haven't played with many, but I think I like timed every key I played with a survival. No, I use better cooldown manager knock. I don't use ArcUI. I didn't even know people were still using that. But I am going to probably revamp my UI, because better cooldown manager and halted unit frames I don't think are going to continue being developed for Season 2. So I'm kind of basically just going to keep on running it until Season 2 and then change it up for next season. Yeah. Yep. All right, let's see what the LFG has in store for us. Yo, what up, Brian? Midnight's been great, man. I've been having a ton of fun with it. I've been having a ton of fun with Midnight. Ooh, wait, this is a viable comp. This is a viable comp for a priest. I don't want to be clawing at their door, but let me in. Let me in. Come on. These are both viable compositions. Frog and Illyria, is it worth for you to swap from H-Pally to Dis for later bosses? You could do either. I think Pally on the last 4 boss fights actually is good. Yeah. Is it better than vanilla? I think so. Ah, tragic. I think it's better than vanilla. Vanilla's like slow, man. It is slow. You still need a Windrunner. So that could work. There's a lot more groups right now. Yep. What makes HBOT less competitive in higher keys? I think it's more of like a raid buff situation now for it. I think the raid buff situation, where it's like does good healing, the damage is just kind of whatever, but you're not bringing something to like buff up everybody else's damage is a big factor. You know, like every Ret Pally group is always going to want to have a shaman because the Ret does massively more damage by having a shaman in the group, for example. So, it's going all right, Lyra. How we doing? Let's see. Gonna pop echoes with Verdant Embrace. In dungeons, it is. Yeah. Your prio is like Marithra's or Verdant Embrace or Dream Breath. I think it's like Marithra's or Verdant Embrace. And then after that's Dream Breath. Yeah. What up, Iris? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Oh, it's all good, Lyra. I was running late for the stream today, too. I was running a little bit late for the stream as well. Yeah, Lobo, if you're enjoying how, like, Pally plays, I wouldn't worry about, like, re-rolling. I've been bringing my Pally into alt runs, and it sucks until you get to the fights where there's actually, like, a single target thing to heal. To actually, like, dump your Holy Lights into. Yep. Ooh, Mage Food. A betting line on the Mage death. I bet you that the Mage is not gonna die. Oh. They asked me how many pulls we did. 287. What's happening to you guys?
4.
No, this is the same Mage. He's not dying this time. And the tank warned us about threat. So it's not happening whatsoever, all right? This is gonna be a flawless run, 0 deaths. That's my prediction.
4, 3,
286 Disc Priest can't keep him alive. Who knows? It's my fault then. I'm gonna hit the Atoner button. I'm gonna hit the Radiance button, or the Shield button, rather. Okay, hit Fade. Apply some dots. Little penance around the corner. Paints up myself. Boom, we're all alive. Big chillin'. A little bit late for a PI, but it's not the end of the world. Position myself for a knockback whenever we need to. There we go, there we go. Boom. Little push. I'm dispelling myself. Good luck, Kai. Good luck. I got a Shadow Man for you. There he goes. There he goes. Enjoy both. Raider asked me what you want to play. Both are the same in comps: Druid, Shaman, and Mistweaver. Okay. So then I would just say play what you want to play, Lobu. Yeah. Yeah, so what I do, Fairy, is it goes 2 debuffs first, and then another 2 right after. So I instantly dispel 1. You just make a decision. Just make a decision fast. It's better for you to make a decision than to make a perfect one. And then you just paints up the second one. And if you're playing Holy Priest, you just Guardian Spirit the second one. And then when the additional 2 go out, then you rip a Mass Dispel that dispels 3 of them, and you're big chillin'. When there's only 2 targets right here, I took a second. I hesitated to make the decision, but I made the decision to dispel the Warlock because the DK could just AMS, and he's also super tanky. But sometimes there's moments where like you need to make a perfect decision, and sometimes you just need to make a decision and just do something, you know? I mean, that's fine. Like, the DK could have AMS'd, but I also know even if he doesn't AMS, he's going to be fine. It's a very big difference compared to anybody else. Like, I was going through my Reclear last night. Or no, I was going through Alt Run for my guild last night. And in my Alt Run last night, our DK is playing a Windwalker. And he died to a mechanic, and he's like, what is this class? Why am I dying to everything? And everybody just starts bagging on him. They're like, DK player talking. It's no different than one of my healer buddies, one of my healer guildies, he was playing Monk for progression, and then he swapped over for Priest for the alt run, and he was like dying to all kinds of stuff. And he's like, what is this class? I'm like, welcome to the slow zone. You die to everything and have no defensives. Oh, I'm trying to not join the party. Oh, okay, there we go. Did you call me back at 3 a.m.? Fortunately, I got nothing for these. So PvE no likey? What? Reese? Killing me, Smalls. Healing is so much more fun this expansion. I think this is like the most fun healing has been since like early Shadowlands. Honestly. Healing kind of owns now. You can save people's lives, you can bring them back from the grave, do all kinds of stuff. We're a little low on mana, but we'll thug it out. Imagine Demencius without Drakthir racial, yeah. Even imagine Lura. Mythic Lura really requires the Drakthir racial. Like, you could probably thug it out without, but it is really messy. It is really, really messy if you don't have it. A little behind, but They're like, are you good? And I'm just like miles away. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. How you doing, Dim? All right. Yeah, I mean, Disc is just going to have to sit and drink a bunch. That's just unfortunately how it goes. I'm going to hit uppies here. A little bit of defensive value. Alien icon? There's a couple things you can do as Disc Priest to have better mana. One is on trash pulls. Don't like Shadow Word Pain spam. Instead, what you want to do, oh my god, there we go, thank you, is use your offensive penance to spread around your dots for you. Another thing you want to do is not use Powered Shield on cooldown. You want to use your Void Shield on cooldown, but not your Powered Shields. And then, what's my third tip? I always forget my third tip.
That Dragonhawk seems to have stolen my heart. She won't let you close with
Oh yeah, whenever you cast your evangelism. See, I have the 2 number to the left of my screen. That shows that I have 2 radiances available that'll be instant cast and cost 40% less mana. So I'm trying to have the majority of my radiance casts just come from that. That's my extra tip. Yeah. Yeah, micro sips too. Micro sips are always good. The Drakthir, I made a short about that. That's always big. If you can play with a Drakthir. Yep. Yo, welcome in, Bessie. Let's run on over here. It's so nice when they pull trash to the boss for Disc Priests. You get a lot of Shadowman procs out of it. Is that a tick? I thought the... Okay. I think it might be my bad. I thought the boss was done ticking people. So you use offensive penance on trash, and then defensive penance on boss fights. Yeah. Yo, what a quirky. There we go. The cooldowns to the left, I have an add-on called Better Cooldown Manager, which is really helpful for it. So it's just the Blizzard like buff tracking, but it's just organized better. Yeah. Catch yourself sitting on 60% mana and everyone's 100%. What do? Spread around your dots. Take advantage of your Void Shields. Never miss a penance cast. Those are some of the biggest things. I'm just gonna paint it myself. There we go. I got a little caught by those fires. Oh yeah, Smite feels like an awful button. Smite's such a bad button. Yeah. It's such a mess. Such a mess. Now I'm getting all my cooldowns back. Yeah, you can hit a natty powered shield if you have a purpose. Like, just make sure you have a reason. Like, see, like right here, I'll hit it because I have a good reason for it. That good reason, we're taking damage from this. I'm gonna go back to back on the regular powered shields right there. You know? Smite was really good in BFA for its natural damage. In Amir Dracilla it was good, but mainly for like cooldown reduction that it would give you. Yeah. I don't think we're ever going back to a point where Smite's going to be really good, because the fights, you know, the raid encounters have so much movement. It would actually be kind of a bad thing, right? If Smite was like a massive amount of our healing. Yeah.
Let's find the next relic.
Sorry about things that I say. Third-party tools glitch out a lot? No, usually not. Usually not. They did at the beginning of the expansion, as everybody was trying to figure out add-ons and making sure that they worked, right? But not so much anymore. Oh yeah, he thought he had the AMS there. Looked like he did. H-Pally, it's a lot of fun now. Unfortunately, with how like this raid is, it only feels like Pally feels good on like the last 4 boss fights. But in Keys, it feels really good. I'm gonna be gearing mine up some more. He's like, I think my Pally's like 275 or something similar. He's getting better. Stronger every week. Alright, so I've got a ton of absorbs. I'll put up another shield. Oh, we even got the back-to-back. Alright, so I have so much healing here. Yeah, I feel like the priest designers, McFaddy, really like the multi-penance. And I mean, there was even that like interview where they talked about uppies, and the designer talked about how much he loved like just mashing the penance button in raid testing and all that kind of stuff, which also kind of confirmed our theory that people were not really raiding as like a ramp playstyle as Disc, or the devs weren't. Man, that was so unlucky. I think he got like bolted into a jump or something. Oh, shriek into the jump. Yeah. So unlucky.
Take this primer.
Oh, yo, Celery, thank you for the 3 months in the prime. Oh yeah, Druid is super powerful right now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Be interesting to see if, it'd be really interesting to see if Monk starts overtaking other classes. Mistweaver takes over for like healing, if like Bear ends up being the meta. Yeah. Any healing cooldown comes close to Spirit Link? Not these days. Paladins used to have this aura of sacrifice where they could like pop their healing cooldowns, and they would lay on hands the entire raid. That was back in Legion. That was obscene. That was just obscene. Yeah, Shaman has been taking up literally all the invites, Salo. Every time I have not getting invited and a different healer's gotten invited, it's been a Shaman. Yeah. So the raid buff situation matters so much too, you know? Turned around so I could see when the Warlock returned. It's so silly that he gets targeted through that. Alright, give me that mana. Raid buffs are certifiably cringe. Cringe and lame. It's also kind of cringe for Holy Pallies because Divide Him, Trank, Revival, all those raid cooldowns also are stronger in dungeons, but Paladin doesn't really have any equivalent to that. That's also a silly thing. Yeah.
Our mother's bow meant everything to survive.
Pure healing Oracle, they're really that far behind Archon? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna check the vertical UI this weekend. Kokorot, if there's anything that like stands out or looks weird or anything, let me know, because I'll double check it. Yeah, it's the same thing as the TikTok, Jonathan. Yeah, let me know if anything looks up. I checked it like 2 weeks ago or something like that, and I think everything's fine. But, you know, I'm only human. If I miss something, definitely let me know. Yep. Nah, I'm using Dander's frames. Recommend to play as a Holy Priest? Archon. Yeah, Archon. Yeah, it's never. That's not gonna work. I'll use offensive penance to spread around my Shadow Word Pains. So, yeah, Archon's better than Oracle, Stefan. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Dude, even on 2 targets, I'm getting so many Shadow Mends. It's actually ridiculous. No. So Archon gives you this hero talent called Spirit Well, where you can use Surge of Light procs to cast Prayer of Healing for a discount. Prayer of Healing just like does a ton of healing, and so it's a very, very strong combo to get cheaper Prayer of Healings that also hit harder. So that's why you want to run it. Oh, Priest is my favorite healer, Chris. Absolutely. Nah, Priest has a disease dispel, and it has a purge. Yeah. Oh yeah, I totally get it. See, that's the thing, is I never really prefer playing with a vertical frame, but I know so many people do, Coco, and so yeah, I try to make sure I got it working and everything. Yep, I use Dander's frames. Absolutely. It would be nice if the spells were standardized, but it used to be worse, is what I'll say. It used to be worse. Yeah, I do, Edie. I don't think I can even make this. Oh my god, I made it. Oh man, the cardio. How did we make it? This slow priest, somehow, some way got it. Yeah, exclamation mark, UI, Mellowar is all my stuff. It just takes practice, Quirky. I'm gonna have a YouTube video next week, which goes over all the advanced tips and tricks for playing Disc Priest. Never fear. So get started playing it, get comfy with the abilities. I'm gonna have even more tips. I am Drakthir, yeah, Hunter. Yeah.
This was sometimes vain,
I've been Drakthir for raid. Somehow made it in time.
come. We have
Yeah.
one more relic.
Targeted spells doesn't work anymore. Blizzard destroyed the targeted spells stuff. Yeah. If you want to conserve mana as disc, when you're in trash pulls, instead of Shadow Word Pain spam, you instead want to use offensive penance. So I'll apply 1 Shadow Word Pain, and then I'll offensive penance. And I'll use that to spread around my pains to everybody. That is a lot more efficient for your healing. I'll also try to be really aggressive. Try to be really, really aggressive with using my evangelism. That way I get that 40% discount on my radiances and so I'm never casting a full cost radiance. That helps a ton as well. Always trying to like micro drink, take sips when I can. Switch to the other side. Shadow him in some more. Shadow him in some more. I'm hitting the uppies button. I'm getting all the baits. This is nuts.
Alaria hunted the old horde with ferocity bordering on obsession.
Really? Okay.
They took my life, savaged our home.
My turn to die.
The scouting maps is within.
I was feeling a little left out.
Seems to have called on the ghosts of vengeance.
I don't know if X-Men still has it or not, but I know Blizzard like nuked it from Dander's frames. I assume they would have nuked it for all the add-ons. I assume they would have. Yeah, I guess I stepped in an arrow thing. I don't know if I just didn't see it or what. I just target this mage and stare at the mage the entire time. The arrow graphic disappeared after it showed. You initially moved out but went back in. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because I thought I was safe, and I looked at chat, and then I turned back and I was dead. I was like, huh. Yeah, I'm using a haste flask. Using a haste flask. You win some, you lose some. And we had a lot of shielding for that AoE. Quite nice. Good question, a noob. So your setup never procs that much. Gotta spread around those dots. The more dots you have spread around, the more procs you get. Yeah, dude, that was perfect timing too. just gonna pain sub him. This is usually the scarier one too. So we're just gonna build up all the shields we can. First lost pulls. Which pull in particular, Silzy? Yeah. Talking about like the first pull of this dungeon? Void Shield procs are a House of Cards system, or deck of cards system. So what happens is combat begins, or a dungeon begins, and you are handed a deck of cards for your penance. And so you have 3 cards in your deck. 2 of them are blanks, and then one of them is a Void Shield. And once you've completed all 3 of the cards in the deck, then it goes to the next, it gives you a fresh deck. There we go, excuse me. So what can happen is, like, you could go card 1, card 2 are blanks, card 3 is a Void Shield, and then you get a new deck of cards, and card 1 in the second deck is a Void Shield. So you could easily get like back-to-backs out of it. So anytime that you get back-to-back Void Shields, it's a pretty safe assumption that you are going to have at least 1 penance, if not 2, that are going to be blanks, that are not going to be Void Shield procs. I think Bear will get into the meta, yeah. I think it will. Disc is a little bit stronger than Holy for M+, but they're both fun to play.
We've done it. One last task remains.
Yeah, we need big damage.
To return peace.
Big damage.
Perhaps then my sisters will return to me. There, the restless heart that haunts us. Please, let it to rest.
Disc after the buff? It's like 1% buff or something like that for, it's like a 1% buff for keys. It's really not much at all. I really noticed the raid nerf. I did really notice the raid nerf. Switch from Holy to this. Last boss in the seat makes you want to jump off a cliff. Yeah, it's a nasty one. It's a very nasty one. That is my kryptonite right now. You don't use expiation at all anymore. Yeah, it's not utilized. we're still gonna be like a minute off. That's tough. PI's on cooldown. Yeah, hit the DK. I love having Drak here though. This it makes this so much easier. Yo, Froggy, thank you for the 8 months.
At last, spirits that linger within these halls have found peace. I hope that one day
Just be the meta now because the better healing profile? Oh, I wish. No. No, afraid not.
until they return home. Thank you.
I think there's many healers that are stronger right now. What can you do? What can you do? That was Details. Details gives you this like end of dungeon summary kind of thing. Yeah. What trinkets? I've got a litany, and I've got my Gaze of the Ancient. Resto Shaman. You target enemies with Ultimate Serenity. So it does damage, does atonement healing, all that good stuff. So Litany is good. It's really, really strong in any fight that has a damage amp, because the damage amp will make the shields larger, but it's also just like a pretty solid shielding trinket that just accounts for a lot of healing. So there's no damage amp on any of these boss fights or anything. It's still doing like 4% of my healing. And so shielding is just a very good healing profile to have access to, basically. You know, it does like good healing, has baseline intellect on it, which is always nice. It's really busted and really OP on the second boss of Nexus Point. Super OP there. Yeah. Maybe the Seat Staff quirky, yeah. I think that's haste crit, yeah. Whenever we get that. Whenever we get that. Oh, you mean the, do you mean the mythic one, or? Yeah, this is crit mastery. There's like a full mastery staff off Lura. Actually, I got it out of my coin roll too. Yeah, I got it out of my coin roll this week. I was trying to get the ring, but you do. Oh yeah, let me see if I thought Luigi wanted a game. Make this meta, we need to Scream to reduce Shaman base DR and HP buffs so he wouldn't be in Bear. They're not changing that stuff. Blizzard changing raid buffs feels like it's takes some Herculean effort to get them to actually make changes. I'm amazed that they even did it for shamans. Yeah. I use Dander's frames, Alex, personally. I never like the interface at a grid 2. It's a good add-on, but I just don't like how... I just don't like how it looks. I don't like how it looks one bit. I felt like it was a lot more of a pain to properly set things up, you know? Alright. Luigi said he needed a second. I would check questionablyepic.com, Fairy, for like the specific trinket ratings compared to like a heroic trinket. I'm not sure, but they like Questionably Epic's a great site for healers because it'll break down, you know, each item level of the trinket and how valuable it is compared to the peers, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I might be looking for like another dungeon as a staff. This is hate. Oh no, it is haste mastery. Maybe the core spark multi-tool you would use the 298 item on if you got it. Maybe. Maybe. That would be good. Luigi said 1 sec. I don't know if that means he's in the dungeon or about... Maybe he's about to finish, actually. That's what I assume. But yeah, the biggest thing with any add-on is, like, you just need to be able to interpret the information, of, you know, accurately. You need to see the damage that's going out and say, like, oh, I know what this damage is going to be. I know how I'm going to respond to that. I can see the dots clearly, see the absorbs clearly, whatever it might be. And I know, hey, here's what I got to do, you know? You never really have to be always having this add-on or that add-on. You just got to make sure you interpret the information properly. I like Midnight a lot, Robert. There's like certain pieces that drive me crazy, like the recent patch being insanely buggy. And like there's some things I wish they would do with my class that would be better, like gameplay-wise, but healing in general feels better. I think the raids and the dungeons feel lots better than Dragonflight and War Within. Capital City looks insane. I think the setting is good. I think the big story, the overall story is better. Some of these like side quests with all the typos and like, yay, friendship is kind of lame, but the overall like defend the sun well kind of stuff, fight the void, it's pretty cool. Yeah. I love how Bellular made a video talking about his complaints about Midnight and like the good and the bad. And he was talking about all this good and he's like, but also not the writing. There's all kinds of like typos and like random, you know, I don't know, what would you even call it? Like Avenger style, like friendship will overcome our problems kind of thing. Silly stuff like that. Let's see. I think Luigi's almost done with his key. We'll just double check though. Okay, he's on the second boss. He's already dead. All right, sweet. Then we'll actually start getting in with a group. Azil 17's nice. Congrats. Oh yeah, I actually have to upgrade that still. I need 40 more Mythic Dawn crests. Or I guess 30 more. I did run with the Light of the Cosmic Crescendo for a bit, and this was like pretty good. I've been running it in my Holy set. I still don't have a Mythic Locust Walker ribbon. But it's not really a prio. I guess it'd be a prio for me playing Holy in raids. Yeah, I think it'd be a prio for Holy in raids, but that'd be about it. Maximum eye level 289 right now. And then next week, I think, right? You're going to get a 298 item that you can use on trinkets and weapons. And I think that's it. So you're going to be like 290, I think will be around the peak item level pretty soon. Something like that. Something like that. Here, let me run to the bathroom real quick before Luigi gets out of his key. We're waiting on a tank, but I'll be right back. Alrighty. Played since Season 1 of Dragonflight, maybe a few weeks in S2. Has been a while. Feeling the Call of WoW again. It's a good expansion. having fun. I'm having fun. You need to get 285 item level to get the Myth of the Dawn achievement. Yeah. Because I don't have a 285 section or upgrade in my ring, but I still had the Myth of the Dawn. How do you learn to become a proactive healer rather than reactive? Overhealing when not needed, playing catch-up when big party damage happens as druid. It's like building up your expectations for what's going to happen next, which takes time. You know, it takes time, takes experience. But the more that you understand what is going to happen next, because you understand what the mobs are doing or understand what the fight is throwing at you, the easier it gets. I don't know, Lobu. I'm actually not sure how many of those upgrades that you're getting. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, space it out and it's one a week or something along those lines. You know. Waiting on our tank to get on or to finish up. I think he's almost done actually. And we'll keep on pushing. Because I got a 20 Mizar, which should be pretty solid. We really gotta get, at some point today, we gotta get a seat. Ah, he's busy. All right. $219. I've done 12. Wait, did I read that right? 12, 19 Nexus points today. Failed them all because low at DPS, interrupts, and strange routes. Was this somebody's like Brazil key that they just started pounding or something, or what? That sounds obscene. Non-rating disc. I would definitely recommend trying to get into a Chimeras Pug on Mythic on Mondays or Tuesdays. But besides that, Windrunner Spire for the Heart of Wind is your next thing up. Yo, what up, Hammy? Yeah, no 19 seat. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. That's the big one. That's the big one. And also maybe trying to do... Actually, need an 18 Nexus point as Holy. Or Holy IO. That would be an easy one. Yeah. Hmm. I honestly didn't even notice the aura buff for Holy Priest. In dungeons, I don't even notice it. Yeah. I felt like it was really just not noticeable at all. Yeah. Double Priest is kind of troll, unfortunately. Oh, unfortunately. You never know when you sign up with a group that doesn't have like a tank. You don't know if you're like filled decently quick or it's gonna spend an hour waiting. I'm playing my Disc Priest right now. We are 3778. Yeah. So I'm from Holy to Disc. Too big of a disparity to ignore. How many atonements minimum do you like to keep up between ramps? I don't really have a min amount, but I'll basically just like always make sure that I'm not wasting any penance. And so I'll use like defensive penance all the time in raids. You don't use offensive penance at all. But you basically just always using defensive penance and using that to add additional atonements. Don't overcast like regular powered shields. You know, hit your void shields on cooldown, things like that. Yeah. Is Jak B cast in Koala? It's right here. Maybe that'll work. Maybe. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Token. I like the oh my god, seat. I like the documentary. Did you guys see it? Never heard of it, Koala. I have the ramps down, but everything in between is so different from Holy. Yeah, and I would not worry about like overthinking it, because your downtime, you don't really need to like be slamming tons of healing or anything along those lines. Making sure you have your mini ramps, your radiances that you're using in between damage, and making sure you're like pooling up your defensive penances. If you're on a fight like Paladins, that's usually like a really big one. I kind of want to try to do the seat if I can. I want to try to do the seat if I can. Let's see. We're gonna get turned down for a shaman, aren't we? Tragic. Yeah. No, they're gonna run like a shaman comp, unfortunately. Oh yeah, there you go, Hammy. Man. Oh. Oh. Is my haste that high? I have the Mythic Crown of the Cosmos neck. Yeah, Mythic Crown of the Cosmos neck. I've got a Heroic Eye of Midnight. I crafted a ring. Crafted a cloak. Crafted a weapon. Every piece of gear has haste on it. Every single one. Actually, my shoulders. My shoulders don't have it, actually. Oh, yeah, I got the Mythic chest from Lura. Yeah. I know verse. I just shield myself. I'll be fine. Just shield yourself. That'll be alright. Yeah, my shoulders are tiered, though. That's the problem. That's the problem. So I guess I could, like, find off shoulders that are crit haste. And then I could catalyze this into a haste mastery chest or something like that. I think that would work. So haste reduces the cooldown of your penance. And the more penances you cast, the more shields you cast. Yeah, the chest off Lura has guaranteed leech. It's free leech. Yeah. What point in M plus is Mythic Track gear drop? It never drops naturally from the end of the dungeon. It only comes from the vault. Yeah. So. Nah, what's up, Quell? Nah, the Lure chest is guaranteed haste and leech, and it doesn't like proc anything else. Yeah. It's like a guaranteed tertiary, basically. And that's it. Shamans. Yeah, this is the only boss fight with a guaranteed tertiary. Yeah. It's the only fight with a guaranteed tertiary. So I don't think we've ever had another encounter that's had like any kind of guaranteed tertiaries. And the next raid in 0.7 is going to just have random stats in your gear, and it's going to be high-low. So you could get really high crit and low versatility, or you could get really high versatility and low mastery. You could do all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be really, really wild. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do that already, Osakan. I don't change the color of my frames in dungeons, but I do change them in raids. I grayscale my raid frames. I grayscale out my raid frames. Yeah, you don't need a shaman. Just hit the drums. Yeah, just hit the drums. Raid prog? 9/9 mythic. Yeah. Dawnbringer. Could also do Fame's Slayer of the Dark Naru. Got the bird. Yeah, I like mini CC. Yeah. Tanks have been disappearing, man. Yep, all done with raid. So we just do like one night a week on Tuesday
As a base
for the
that
main
does
raid.
not raid, is Crucible seriously a bis trinket?
I think so. I still like. There's always pugs going on Tuesdays for Mythic Chimeras. I would highly, highly recommend trying to run that for Gaze of the Onseer. It's very, very strong. It's very, very strong. Yeah. Wait, Rosie, are you in the seat? Yeah. I mean, you guys kind of need a bloodlust. Yep. Sounds good, Koala. What group are we being invited to, humanity? Yeah, it's T. I'm not. Nope. Not healing VDH. Nope. I'm not healing VDH. I'm not healing VDH. I am not healing VDHs. Not doing it. I can't do it. I'm not healing VDH this season. I'm done. I'm not healing VDH. Can't do it. It's impossible. I told you I'm not doing it. I can't. I'm not healing VDH. I have zero impact on the tank. I can't do it. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's okay. I have no impact on the tank living or dying. I have no impact whatsoever. It is completely out of my hands. I told you, I've said this like 5 times today. I've said it like 5 times today on stream. And nobody minded it until I actually, followed through on my word. Oh. I cannot do anything about a VDH. I can't. Thought I was bluffing? Apparently. I can't do anything about it. I even told humanity. I was like, I can't do it. Yep. I'm good. Always a lot of fun in hierarchies and stuff. Problem with it though is just survivability. I don't even feel like the 6% buff is really that noticeable either, unfortunately. Yeah. Listen, humanity's my boy, but I told him I can't heal VDH. They need to buff that spec. Healing salad bar. I feel like I'm just running around trying to catch up the whole fight. Receiver, but maybe you have some general ideas. You really just have to like stare at the big orbs and watch for when they're gonna die and like get ready to set up some big healing. Yeah. Prot Warrior feels fine. Prot Warrior feels fine. Bear, Brew, even Blood, but like Prot Paladin, VDH, just like you just roll the dice. I don't know. Asking Manny about the 20 AA first pull we just tried until we instance capped. Buff VDH, man. A shadow? I think it's okay. Did Cenos tell you? I don't see what you said, Sharpie. I didn't see what you said. Oh, I'm getting called for a seat. I'm getting called for a seat. Every time I join a pug, the exact key that I need, that I must have, procs. Yeah, you said that like 10 minutes ago. I can't change your mind, Sharpie. I can't change anybody's mind. I can't change anybody's mind. I gave up. Disc is Oracle, right, Conic? Timmy, your mind's about our toxicity level. So true. Listen, chat, I can consent to play with whoever I like. Due to healing, been trying H-Pal and Shaman up to 3.4, but I don't really enjoy the classes fully. Leaning towards Level to Priest. Is it fun? Yes. Hard to get into? Not that bad. Not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. I always feel bad when I gotta like bounce from a group. Those guys were nice that I just joined. I really need a seat so badly. Oh, I need a seat so badly. Yeah, we're prop pallies, man.
Dark portals are tearing open reality.
Let's see. All right. Frost DK, Mick? Oh, I mean, like, Frost Mage is just, like, kind of mid, I think, for keys. They just kind of die to everything. They just kind of die to, like, everything. Lightsmith Pally people seem to be playing. I thought they swapped back to Herald. I feel like every time I look, Paladins are swapping back and forth. I think it's a 19 or a 20. I think it's a 19 or a 20. Which reminds me, I have Phantasm. I think it's a 19. I like healing this dungeon a lot. I don't think so. I think it's back to Herald, Sansu. I'm pretty sure. The heal absorb affix, the druid, it just save convoke and heal it easy. The heal absorb affix also is removed by Phantasm. So you can hit fade and it'll remove the snare effect. So you can like mass dispel, you can Phantasm, you can regular dispel, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, I know, it's insane, Big Daddy. It's a pain in the ass, dude. This dungeon
Glory
is
to Gleekazob. Our leader
fun,
Glob will lead US to the conquering of the planet Gloob.
but ridiculous. Good to know response. Thanks for the 4 months, man. And plus, if you're able to do many 15s or higher, does it mean in the vault all 3 windows will be mythic track? As long as you do a 10 or higher for keys, it'll be a mythic track. They used to have it where if you did like 14s, 15s, 16s, it would be like a better quality mythic track item, but they scrapped that, which I think was kind of lame. But what can you do? Yeah. You know, kind of lame. Oh, good one, John. No, you don't. You love that I am in your book club now. I do one Paravel. Thanks so much. Stats. There you go. What are important uses for Leap? I honestly never use it besides pulling people in pit. In dungeons, like maybe if somebody's gonna fall off in Skyreach. But there's a lot of good uses in the raid. You know, keys is just kind of like if somebody makes a big mistake or something like that. Yeah. But like, this is one of the best raid seasons for grip. Final boss of Void Spire is amazing for it. Saved a bunch of lives there. Voracious even. People try to like get... they try to get on the wrong side of the fence on Voracious all the time. Yeah.
5, 4,
Nah, my grandfather's flag.
2,
Edie.
1.
Yeah, I try not to think too much about the stats. I try not to think too much about it. Listen, I just see like 5 messages of yours, Cal, and I'm, you know, I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do here. I got healing to do. Are you trying to bail on Saturday? Well, Saturday's my last stream before I leave. Phantasm, Doc. Phantasm. So, I mean, I do see where you're coming from about streaming against MDI. I don't know, we could maybe do like a 3-hour power hour or something like that. And then I'll go pack for my trip. Make videos or something. kind of down for like a 3-hour power hour. How about that? Wait, it didn't get removed. What a ripoff. The mob died. It should get removed. Thank you, J.O. Welcome in, bro. Well, that was a very fortunate time, Shadowman. Yeah, I'm running shield setup. Yep. Huge void shields. Man on disc is rough. Much, much rougher. Much, much rougher than any other healer. Well, besides Holy Priest. But yeah. It is what it is. There's little things you can do to play around it to make it a little bit better, but, you know. Later, John. I got my haircut today, too. We're on schedule. Yo, what up, Colony? Oh, nice, we dodged. Wonderful, wonderful. Yo, Xanis, thank you for the 5 years, dude. Wait, now it changed again. It's moving on its own now. What is happening? You better get in there. All right, he got in there. It now works. I swear Blizzard watches my stream. Bro, Cal, you gotta believe me. You gotta believe me, dude. It earlier today was not moving on its own, and I had to like walk it in there and babysit it on its own. But now it does walk in there. It's insane. It's insane. And yeah, we even had one time where it didn't move at all. Exactly. The little void dude. So you mind control it as a priest? Yeah, I'll do it real quick. So you mind control that, and then it'll walk in, and then it just gets munched and deals no damage. See? It's right there. It's right there. And then it go boop. See? It's chilling. Big chillin'. But yeah, I don't know. Things are changing once again. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I got it. There we go. Cheating? Report me. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Snitch? What are you gonna do? Snitch on me? She counts for the Toman healing? That would own. That would own. Yeah, you can shackle him. Because shackle is now called shackle horror instead of shackle undead. So you can shackle aberrations and undead. Yeah, you're griefing, dude. You're griefing. Time to hang it up. Time to hang it up. "100% Atoma transfer is all we need." That's so true. So true and so real. Absolutely. Yeah, everybody would be Void Weaver, man. That would be insane. What are you gonna do when you're gone for like 2 years in Aruba? Do you think you will come home ever? Absolutely. Absolutely. America will miss me. Ow. Don't worry, Cal. I'll return. I'll return. Take over the healing guys in the channel. Yeah, let's do it. I want to see you take it over. You can take over my Wowhead guys as well. That'd be sick. No. You gotta take it over, man. You gotta follow my footsteps. I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it a lot. Yeah. Come on now. I'm old. It's not the age, it's the mileage. And you're due for an oil change.
We will not be pushed out. Bring in more forces from the void.
Next is the hardest dungeon to heal. I think it's this boss. I think this final boss. It's the hard one for disc. There's a lot of tough areas in here, though, for sure. A line clearing, if you will. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of like additional mastery to shadow or to void shield themselves more to benefit out of like Prophet's Will and stuff. I think it's fine. I also don't think it's like a huge deal. I've been running with like really high haste, and that's been feeling really good. So I think it's also like the availability that people have in their gear for different things. So I feel like people just kind of worry too much about their stats in general. Now we're getting Shadowmen procs. It's taking us a bit. Give me mana. It's about for Raid Leaf. I play Disc for Prog. I think the last 3 bosses are still better for Disc. Just gonna rip the paints up here. And now we get the drink. I think we just hit uppies here. Nah, not yet, Electro. I will when I come back from vacation, though. I'm gonna just start grinding on alts like crazy. What up, Finn? Yo, Nightmares, thank you for the raid, dude. Non-stop spin is dumb. Yep. I've seen it. I've gotta like watch some boss fights. I was watching a little bit of Ortimus do high-level seats. Because I feel like that's the trap you kind of get into with Mistweaver, is you're like, wow, I can just spin to win, and you like do that for keys, and it feels like a breeze. Then you start getting to real boss fights, you actually have to like learn how to play. And it's like, oh. Oof. It looks very similar to how it played in beta, though. So, yeah. In dungeons, you'll use offensive penance on trash to spread around your Shadow Word Pains. That way you get Shadow Mend procs. In raids, you don't run Shadow Mend, so you just always use defensive penance. Yeah. Nice, we got it. Oh yeah, eventually you get to a point, heck, for sure, where it's gonna be more than just spin to win. But I feel like that's the trap where like you're gonna get there on early key levels and you're like, yeah, I just spin, and then eventually you're gonna have to like actually learn how to play the spec. And you're gonna have to do it in really hard content too. It's definitely the hardest dungeon for Priest to heal. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Since I can only get one, I might as well get the one that's farthest out. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see if I can talk during the last boss fight, Asta. I'll see if I can talk during the last boss fight. I'm gonna be locked in. Yeah. Yeah, still Oracle for Dispriest. Yeah. I have uppies, but I think I'd rather save it. Nice, it's a big bop. Let's get some mana. Glad to hear it, Finn.
between me and this staff, heroes. Yes, this will do nicely. You'll find their viceroy near the entrance to the temple, feebly trying to break in. Eliminating him will give us an opportunity to get in ourselves. I'll see to opening the way once he...
Nice, let's go. Nice. Yeah, I wish I had the other fear talent, but I don't have it right now. If I get targeted, we're hitting uppies. I actually really want to get targeted. Man. Yeah, I want to get targeted there so I can actually just rip uppies and take advantage of the defensive value. I guess I'm gonna hold it here. It's only one guy. I want to use it probably on the next trash pull after this skip, because then I'll be able to have it back for the boss fight. I'm only gonna get one cast for the boss fight, so. I'm kind of chilling, so I can't get in Mammoth. Yeah, Warlocks can gate that. I don't know if everybody was in or what, but I just couldn't get into the Mammoth, so I just said screw it. I just said screw it, hit Fade. Fade reduces your aggro radius, so I just walk past those guys. Walk past those guys, called it a day. Yeah, you can use the Aura Designer Gill in Dander's frames. I've got a video, it's like buff tracking, I think is what it's called. If you want to check it out. It's on my YouTube. Yeah. Void infusion on BD. Boy, Weaver to 14 felt awful. Yeah, they just keep on nerfing Atonement until it just, yeah, feels like a shadow of itself, you know? This isn't as hard as played as it used to be. I think it's in a good spot. Okay, I have a lot of shields now. I have a lot of shields up. I Archangel, and I use my Litany. Big chillin'. Our Shaman's Totemic, our Druid, I think is, like, you could play either, but I think it's preferred to still play Wildstalker. Thought it was, like, viable to do the other one if they wanted to. Yeah. Yeah, on Trash, I almost always am offensive penancing Huggy. On boss fights, that's when I'll more like defensive penance. Yeah. Not a lot of druids use Keeper in high keys anymore. Okay. We're a little, actually, I got a Shadowman. Boom. Thankfully, you can move so much during penance. Does Jack strike you as the type of guy who really enjoys a nice Arnold Palmer? Oh, you better believe I do. You better believe I do. Like a 70% tea, 30% lemonade. Yeah. Yeah. That's my stuff. I'm an old soul, Cal. You wouldn't understand. Yeah, 50-50 is like too sweet. 50-50 is like too sweet. Yeah. That's absorbs Dozer, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know if we're screwed on last boss, but I think that means that we're guaranteed a 3-phaser, which means I gotta plan my healing accordingly. Oh, no way, man. That orb. Oh, I think I like canceled my cast, and I think that's what screwed me. I think that's what screwed me, actually. Planned for the 3-phaser.
Yes, the knowledge. We must get inside. Valeria, the skills you have learned can open the way.
Such chaos. Such anger weighs
Well,
hurry, heroes.
we'll have 5 minutes. We're gonna have 5 minutes.
Avoid this way. The few cases I know of have occurred when mortals were involved. What fascinating
Oh my god, I didn't get the food buff. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it in time, though. We'll see.
Actions can wait, though.
We'll see.
This entity must die.
2, 1. There we go. Where is it? Did you guys think that I had that? Because I thought I had that too. I thought I had it, and then all the arrows went away. And I was like, okay. Yeah. That freaked me out. That really freaked me out. Oh my god, we got it. Wow, we got it. All right, easy. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Yeah, look at the time. I look up at the timer and I'm like, wait, we got this. I was like, holy shit. Ooh, that was a journey. That was a movie. Oh, man. That was not exactly the way I thought I was going to time a 19. But, you know, like, life doesn't turn out the way you think it's going to work out, right? Man, what a trip. Yeah, that was something else. That was something else. I felt like I've had better runs where I felt like we would time it and we didn't in different dungeons. And then we have this run where I'm like, man, there's no way. And then we somehow do it. Oh, we somehow do it. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, same, Brady. It is a terrifying, terrifying key. So that's the thing. Asta is I think you're right. If I like, well, yes and no, because we didn't quite need the shields. Because if you notice, we were getting shields from the evoker. But if I didn't have the evoker, then I agree. Discion. Yeah. Talents, sure. I did get 3 PIs out of that fight. I did get 3 PIs out of that fight. Yeah. I think people are using like Gaze of the Allseer, Vic. I don't know if they're using Litany or not. I'll check Archon though. It's usually a very good item. Druid's definitely stronger, Jan. Yeah. It's details, Mikhail. It's got a end of dungeon thing. Yeah, H-Pallets are using Light of Dawn for AoE damage and keys now. Instead of running the Martyr talents, they're running Unending Light and 1 point in Breaking Dawn. Whew, heart was pounding. So, yeah, I've got 2 videos about it, Helicopter. Just check my YouTube. It's like the buff tracking video I have for Dander's frames. Oh boy, oh boy. Fade Snare Break. Bulwark, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, Pally used the bag. They're using their buttons. Yeah, I wasn't focusing Pally as much because I was focusing other people with the beams on him. I could have done a bit more healing there. I think I missed a good Shadow Mend, at least 1, if not 2. Yo, thanks for the heart, Big Shack. Oh, man. I don't know if they want the haste, Vic, but like Heart of Wind is like one of the best dungeon ones. Yeah. Oh, that was a banger run. All right, gamers, that's a good note to end on. I gotta head out. Here's our Lura heals and stuff like that. Take the dub and split. That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness. That was insane. I don't really notice the holy buff in dungeon subs, but it's gotten a bit better in raids, yeah. Holy Priest kind of feels the same in kind of feels the same when it comes to keys though. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll get on, slam some more keys and everything like that. And then Saturday will be our last stream before we head out for vacation and stuff. So, gonna work on some more videos. I'll have a lot of videos and stuff on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you watch short form content at. And we'll have some long form videos coming up soon as well. So thanks for all the love today, guys. What a banger finish. What a banger finish. And I'll be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. Take it easy, guys.